going to show you how to fit a QRMax base mount to the wheel table so you can fit wheels and yokes to your wheel table on your DOF Reality rig that has the D-shaped wheel plate on it. So that's when you've got the two staggered arms. So as you can see, the QRMax plate doesn't really sit flat with these protruding screws. So the first thing we need to do is remove the protruding screws and nuts. So I'll just do that. The kit that comes with the the QRMax DOFR comprises of the actual base mount itself, and it also has included a support bracket. This allows us to mount everything flat and mount this directly to the wheel table and through these brackets using M6x40 screws. So pop that in, and it comes with nuts and washers just in case you haven't got the nylock nuts for the bottom. We like to use nylock nuts because they don't come undone so easily. And what we're going to do is, as I say, put the bolts through this frame, through the wheel plate, and secure this base support to the DOF Reality frame. I've no more protruding screws. Just going to nip these up. They don't need to be over tightened. Just beyond the pinch is what I'd say. So there we have it. The QRMax base support is now installed on the wheel plate, and we can go ahead and install the QRMax on top of it. It comes with the QRMax DOF base mount. It comes with M6x14 screws. And what you'll notice is that you have to remove or loosen this particular guide, so the large guide on the side, to actually fit correctly to the base support mount. We wanted to make sure the QRMax base mount was as secure as possible, so we've used these 100mm apart holes, which also means that if you've got the original QRMax base mount, you could mount this to the base support as well. So what we're going to do, we're just going to unscrew and loosen the middle. So unscrew the two outers, take them out. These are M6x16s. I actually made a mistake there. So the screws that connect the base mount to the base support bracket are actually M6x16s, so they're the same length. Just notice that as I picked it up, and just out of the way. I put in that in the wrong thing. You all spotted that, right? That's what happens when you're human. So pop that in. These do not need to be over tight to the pinch, and you notice I'm using the Allen key the short way round because that's really all the pressure you need. You don't need any more. Right, we've got our QRMax base mount DOFR. Put it on the bench so it's easier to show you how to align these guides. It is best to do it when it's attached to the rig, because when it's attached to the rig it's nice and flat, it's held in place, and there's no movement on it, and it's just easier to actually align. But I'm going to show you on the bench just to prove it's all possible. So what we've done, we've loosened this so we could actually mount our QRMax Base Mount DOFR onto DOF Reality rig, onto the support base, and you've seen all that in the video, so I'm going to show you how to get the guides aligned. We haven't had to undo these two guides. Okay, that's the beauty about the DOFR. It's only got 4 mounting points, 3 of which are accessible readily. So we've had to loosen this guide, take these 2 screws out so we can pivot it out of the way and use that one. Okay, so this is quite important. Just doing them back up and hoping they'll self-align is like hoping you won the lottery this weekend. You might win £2.30. So I think I've just won £2.30 because it's a little bit loose. It's not quite aligned right. So we want to get this as central as possible. So I'm just going to loosen them off again and show you how to do it properly. Take your QR plate. Any QR plate will do. It's easier if it's off the controller. So do it before you mount them to the controllers. This has got like an alignment piece on this actual guide here, which interlocks with the part on the QR plate. So get it down as close as possible. Don't have to lock it in. It will go practically all the way without it being locked in. And then just release it, keeping a bit of pressure on it. Just release it a bit, just enough so that you can get to this guide. You can see it's moving around there. So what I'm going to do now is to stop it moving around. I'm going to put my thumb on it and pull this back, just to reveal the first Allen bolt. And this is an M4 or an 4mm Allen key. So I'm holding it in position. Got those 2 done. Third one in. Lovely bit of friction there. So that'll stop it flexing. Of course, there'll always be a bit of flex on these QR base mounts. The bigger they are, the more flex you get. We've got a solution coming for those that are allergic to flex. It will cost more, but for most people who just want to get their yoke on and off, who just want to put their wheel on and off, and aren't that sensitive to a tiny amount of flex, this is more than adequate if you align them correctly. So just to show you the QRMax DOFR base mount in action, I've got here a honeycomb alpha yoke with our QR4rigs QRMax plate and honeycomb alpha bravo adapter plate already attached. There you go. And it's a bit unstable because the whole rig's a bit unstable at the moment. But yeah, there you go. The yoke in action. Lovely. Of course, you can fit a steering wheel here too, and I'll show you that shortly. Or even a wheel. There you go. Lovely jubbly. When you're taking off wheels, you get to support the weight. There you go. Or even a honeycomb table.